will live your best life if you play it from a third person point of view. Let me explain. I remember several years ago when I was seriously struggling with an addiction and I was completely in despair. There were times when I really felt like it would never end. And every time I did the addiction, I always swore to myself I would never do it again. That was the last time. But then the cycle just continued. The next time, I'll say the same thing. And at that time, I was doing a lot of research on how to remove this addiction from my life. And most of the information I found online was rubbish. Everyone said the same cookie cutter advice that just didn't work. But then one day, I came across a certain video that just completely changed my life and just completely changed the way I perceived life. It was this lady, may Allah bless her and may Allah guide her. She basically said, whenever this urge comes to you for this addiction, for you to go do this addiction, just remove yourself and go into a third person point of view and look at yourself from the top, looking down at yourself. And it's so simple, but it's so profound and it works 100%. And I've been using it ever since. And I don't only use it for addiction because the addiction is done. I don't even deal with that anymore. I use it now for other parts of my life where I'm facing adversity, where I'm struggling with something. It's helped me in these parts of my life as well. And now the reason why this works is because when you look at yourself from a third person point of view, you basically detach yourself from your physical realm. You go to a spiritual realm. And now you're looking at yourself down and you see your physical self. And your spiritual self doesn't have the same desires as your physical self. Your physical self has needs that it needs to get met that the spiritual self, that your soul doesn't need. So now when you detach yourself and go to like the spiritual realm and you look at your physical self, you see things clearly. You see things with a different set of eyes. You see things through a spiritual lens. You basically tell yourself, okay, I understand you're getting the urge, but it's not going to help you in any way. It's actually going to ruin you. And just like that, the urge just goes away because you looked at it from a different perspective. You're not in your physical body. You just leave. You just detach and you go somewhere to where desires don't even matter. And now this perspective change, it didn't only help me with that addiction, but it's helped me in every single other part of my life now. Anytime you go through any adversity, through physical pain, through physical struggle, whatever type of adversity you're going through, you can just detach yourself, go to a third person point of view, and you can see it from a different lens. Like now when I go work out and I just want to give up, I just detach myself and I look at myself from a third person point of view, from the spiritual self. I'm looking at him like, okay, he needs to keep doing more. He needs to keep working out. He has more in him. And then magically I'll do more reps. I'll do more sets. I'll stay on the treadmill for longer. It's because when you're going through adversity and pain by yourself and you're just in it, it's easy to give up. It's very easy to give up because you're not seeing things clearly. Your brain is just saying pain, pain, pain. Stop what you're doing. But then when you go to a third person point of view, you see the benefits. You see, okay, he's getting stronger. No, keep going. Okay, he's getting smarter. No, keep going. He's getting closer to Allah. No, keep going, keep going, keep going. And you just defeat your physical self. All right, so think of this perspective change like you're playing a video game. When you're playing a video game, you don't care how the character feels. You just do what's best for that character. So if that character needs to go fight, you make him go fight to level up. Or if that character needs to go make money, you make him go make money so he can level up. You don't care how he feels. You don't care if he's hungry. You don't care if he's tired. You don't care if he has some kind of desire he wants to go do. You don't care because you know what's best for that character. So you do what's best for him. It's the same way with this perspective change. It almost turns life into like a video game. So now it's like you go into this third person perspective and you see yourself and you know what you need to do. You know what the character needs to do to level up. You know what the character needs to do to become better. And you see it through a whole different lens now because you don't care what he wants. You just do what he needs to do. And this will not only help your life here, but inshallah, it'll help you in the afterlife as well. Because now when it's time to go pray, when that adhan goes off and you're sitting there still watching YouTube or whatever, you go into the third person perspective and you see, hey, no, he needs to go pray. He needs to get up and go pray. So then you just get up and go pray. Because you know that's what has to get done at that moment. So basically what this does, it clarifies your wants versus your needs. You want to keep watching YouTube, but you need to go pray because you don't care how your character feels, aka you. You don't care how he feels. You just know what he has to go do, regardless of how he feels. Some things in life are just non-negotiable, like prayer. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You have to go pray. That's a non-negotiable in life. Another non-negotiable, I would say for men, is to go work out. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You have to go work out. Another non-negotiable would be like making money. That's really non-negotiable. You have to go make money. And the beautiful part with this is that when you go into a third person perspective, you see life as a video game and you see where you can level up. You see, okay, hold on. My body is not what I want it to be at right now. He has to go to the gym. Okay, go work out. Or you say, hey, my character's money is not right. You know, he's driving around a hoopty. He doesn't have any money. He needs to go make some more money. Okay, go make more money. Or hey, my character is not really close to Allah. He's not reciting enough Quran. He's not praying enough. He needs to go pray more. Okay, go pray. And you'll know what you need to do. Because to be honest, you right now, you know exactly what you have to do. But it's just when you're in this physical self, when you're so caught up in life and so caught up in the problems, you can't see things clearly. And you just kind of forget about it or you just delay it or whatever you do. That's the beautiful part of this third person perspective. You see things clearly in all aspects of life. And you know exactly where you have to level up in your life, in your game. I briefly talked about how it helped me with the addiction earlier, but I need to emphasize it a little bit more, just in case anyone out there is struggling with an addiction right now. When you go into this third person perspective, ask yourself, okay, will him going to go do this act or this addiction or whatever it is, or this vice, will it benefit him? Will he level up? The answer, of course, is going to be no. And right then and there, you're like, okay, well, he's not going to do it. That's simple. because you're seeing things clearly with a different set of eyes. All right, now that we talked about all that, we talk about how do you actually get into this state of mind. It's very simple, very, very easy. So basically what you want to do is, I'm going to do an example of me in the room since I'm in my room right now. So I'm in my room right now, sitting down in front of my desk, there's a laptop in front of me, and there's this mic, and I'm sitting in a chair. Going to third person perspective is literally just imagine yourself, like I'm right here, boom, just going like to the corner of the room or going like to the ceiling fan. And just imagine you're looking down like, okay, what is he doing? What's going on? And right now I can see myself. I can see myself from looking up above. It's weird, but your mind can do it. Your mind can process it. Your mind is way more powerful than you think. So now I can see myself from up above right now. I can see myself moving my hands and how I'm moving them and how it looks. I can see all that. So just imagine like your soul or like your spirit just going up above and looking down at yourself. Sort of like a bird's eye view, like a third person perspective. And the first couple times it might be difficult to sort of do it, but you watching this video, you can probably practice it right now. Let's say, for example, you're sitting down on your bed watching this video right now. You can go do it right now. Go into the third person perspective and you can see yourself sitting down watching that video. All right, and I want to use it. You can use this really whenever, but there are key moments when you should use it more or when you should really think about using it more often. The first is when you're going through adversity. Anytime you're struggling or going through a problem, just go into a third person perspective and look at yourself and say, is this good for him? Because most adversity is good for you. Most struggle is good for you. That's how you get stronger. Adversity makes you who you really are. Adversity proves to you who you are. Because you can say whatever you want, but once adversity comes, that'll show you who you are. And this is with any adversity. Adversity in the gym, like when you're struggling in a workout. Are you gonna give up or are you gonna keep going? You had more in you. You knew you had more in you, but you didn't keep going. That shows you who you are. When you're at the gym, say you're doing bench press, high rep bench press. You're at rep 12 and you want to give up because it's burning. It's burning a lot, but you have more in you. You can do more in you, but it's just burning really bad and your physical self is not thinking straight. It's like, hey, is this too much? Let's just give it up. Go to a third person perspective and look at yourself. No, he can do more. I know he can do more. He has like 5 more in him. Come on, 5 more. And come back down and boom, you'll crank out 5 more. I'm telling you, you will. I know it sounds crazy, but it really is. It's like a superpower. Or for example, when your business is failing, you don't know how you're gonna pay the bills next month. This is adversity. Are you gonna keep going or are you gonna give up? Let's say you're in school and you're working on that homework assignment and it's getting difficult and you just wanna go on YouTube and whatever. Are you gonna give up or are you gonna keep going until you finish that assignment? So that's adversity. Use it when you're going through adversity. That'll help you a lot. But now on the other side of the spectrum, you should use it when you're having a lot of fun, when you're having a lot of pleasures. Go into third person perspective and ask yourself, is what he's doing right now, is that good for him? Is that getting him closer to his goals? Is this leveling him up? Like when you're sitting there watching Netflix for 30 minutes, go into a third person perspective. I swear you'll quickly get up. But hold on, this is not working. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Or when you're wasting time on YouTube, or when you're about to eat a junk meal. Go into a third person perspective. Is this about to help him level up or is this going to make him worse? The answer is that it's going to make you worse. And 9 times out of 10, you'll just leave it. You're like, okay, I need to go do something else. So use this when you're going through pain and also use it when you're going through pleasure and analyze everything. Self-reflect on everything. Is this helping me or is this making me worse? That's all I really had for this video. It's a really quick one. Inshallah, you found it helpful. And I do have a Discord if you want to join for Muslim brothers. And I had to put a paywall so trolls don't join. And you know, it's only Muslim brothers that join. So if you want to join, it's the first link in the description. I made it super cheap so anyone can join. And if you enjoyed this video, I really think you'll enjoy this one as well. And I'll see you over there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.